Hello, everyone. This is Media Master Jacob, established 2004, and welcome to my first video of 2026. So, for this video, we're going to be celebrating something special, as today is February 13th, 2026, and we are celebrating a very special occasion. 10 years ago, I found my first DVD, which would go on to be the one to start off my entire physical media collection. And that release is none other than Team Up for Adventure. This DVD was found at a Tanger Outlets back on February 13th, 2016. And ever since then, I've accumulated plenty of DVDs to be a part of my collection. And I also have something special to honor and to celebrate the occasion as well. I have ordered a DVD from eBay for this video, and inside of it, and the DVD inside will be a special one that I've gotten for this video. And I've decided that this video will be a unboxing time with Jacob video, as well as a DVD update video, which is also a celebration video, and a 10-year anniversary video. So, and also the DVD that I'm going to be unboxing in this video will also be shown alongside another lot of DVDs and VHS tapes in the next home media update video, because I feel like it's only fair that I show it alongside the others. So I'm going to unbox this release, and then then I'll show you guys what it is. So let's open this up and take a look at what it is. So this is gonna be a little bit odd because I've never done anything like this specifically, and I'm actually very excited to do this because I haven't actually done an unboxing time with Jacob video as well as a DVD update video in the same video specifically. The closest I've ever come is a unboxing time with Jacob video, which showed a super wide DVD, which later appeared in a future update video. And for those who are not in the know, I keep all the trash until the end, and I'm gonna be showing that after I take a look at this. Okay, so I got it open. So let me just take a look. Okay, it appears to be stuck. So let me just get this open, and then I'll take a look at what it is. I'm probably doing this a little bit wrong, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, I got it out. So this is one piece of the trash that has accumulated. And right here is the other major piece of it. It's only a small lot of trash. So that's quite easy. But anyways, here is what I've ordered. That's right. Since it's been 10 years since I got my first DVD, which was Team Up for Adventure, it only makes sense that I get the first that I get a second copy of Team Up for Adventure. And now I have 2 copies of the same DVD. So real quick, let me just show you both of them. So here's the front of my first copy. Here's the side of it. And here is the back. The episodes on the release are How We Became the Little Einsteins, The True Story, I Love to Conduct, and Rocket Safari. And the runtime of this is 69 minutes. Wait, let me do. And here's the disc for the DVD itself. And as I said, this would go on to be my first release in my entire physical media collection. So now that I've gotten my first copy out of the way, let's take a look at the second copy that I have. So here's my second copy, and as you can tell, this one has a red case, which is pretty cool. Here's the front, the side, and the back. The episodes on it are the same, and it too is, and the runtime of this one is also 69 minutes. Here is the disc for the DVD. And it is the second copy of my first ever DVD in my collection. So, there you have it. 2 copies of the same DVD 10 years later. And it's not over yet, everyone, because to close out this video, I'm going to end things off with a very special message to every single person. So just give me a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've gotten everything set up, I can say what I need to say to thank everyone for 10 years of my physical media collection. Even though I started my collection back on February 13th, 2016, and I did my Media Master Jacob channel started a few years after I started my entire collection. However, that doesn't take anything away from it though, because it doesn't matter how something starts. What matters is the legacy it leaves behind. And for example, there's one release in my collection that really emphasizes that being Team Up for Adventure. It's pretty basic, but when you compare it to every other release in my collection, but it's pretty important because it really sets the style and the standard for everything that I've gotten afterwards. It's the first release that I've ever gotten, and once I got that, I didn't look back, and I've built up this entire collection. So, let's go through. So, I'm going to go through all that is here and look back on everything that we've gotten over the past 10 years. And I do mean we, by the way, not me, not just me. Even though I do have the collection and I do have everything, I am rarely ever collecting these releases alone. There have been a number of different. I've had a good number of people who have collected all of many of these releases over the past 10 years, and without them, there's no way I would have been able to get anywhere near as much as I've been able to get. Not to mention how much less fun it would have been getting everything by myself the entire time, which is saying something considering that all of these people have helped me out. I'm so grateful to have friends and family who are willing to help me out. So I want to say a really big thank you to everyone who has contributed to my collection over the past 10 years. Even though each release that I get is unique, I know that some people might see these videos as a bit samey. The reason I haven't ended my VHS DVD collection or changed anything about it drastically is because I enjoy making videos like these way too much. I love the challenge of constantly having to look for I love the challenge of constantly having to find new releases and have them integrated into my collection, which is definitely saying something considering that all of these releases are ones that I never thought that I would have been able to get in my collection without the assistance from others. Every time I find a new release to add to my collection, it gets harder to try to find something completely new. But it's exciting when... However, but despite all of that, it's pretty exciting to push my VHS and DVD collecting skills to its limits. So I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon. Each of these releases, as silly as they may be, are part of my journey of discovery and learning. There's nothing I love more than seeing people who find my collection interesting, or sometimes owning the same releases in their collection, whether if they got their copies before me or got their copies of similar ones later on. Although sadly not many people can join me to see my actual collection in real life, I feel like I'm sharing the collection with everyone who watches me. This is why no matter how many people are watching, I will still be here collecting these releases and watching them for anyone who wants to join in. Sadly, it would take way too long to look at every single release individually, but hopefully this has given you a good idea of what this collection means to me, and possibly some of you. The DVDs are, of course, only part of most of my collection. I haven't even mentioned the VHS tapes yet. My VHS collection started off as 3 releases. James Learns a Lesson, Percy's Chocolate Crunch, and Dora the Explorer Christmas. And then I started to get a few others, and afterward, whether if it's some of my favorite shows or others that I find interesting, and then I started getting other additions to my collection and never looked back. Just like the DVDs, I love pushing myself to search for VHS tapes in my collection that I've never owned before. But unlike the DVD, the VHS has been around for longer than had been around before the DVD. I'm not an expert in knowing which releases are rare and which ones are common, but I regularly spend days trying to learn as much as I can about these releases. And when I'm watching other people's videos focusing on their collections, I quite regularly come across DVDs and VHS tapes that are in their collection that I either own already or have yet to own. So it makes me proud that even though it is in a small way, my collection has had an impact on the community as a whole. I know I'm often criticized for spending more time reviewing all these releases than actually watching them, but for me, the collecting is where the real fun is. Anyone can watch releases in a day, but my ideas can only come from me. Some of these releases are better than others, and to be honest, some of them are outright bad, but that doesn't matter. When I collect things, and when I collect these releases, and when I look at them in depth, I learn things. And I'm always trying to learn new things, whether if it's something new that I've never learned before, or something old that I'm just starting to learn about. I'm always discovering new ways to. I'm always discovering new tricks or new ways to find these releases to get unique results. I started off terrified of buying stuff online and struggling to get new editions, and now I'm hardly an expert in the collecting field, but I'm always looking forward to discovering new ways that my collecting skills can be used. My collection wouldn't be what it is without the VHS tapes and DVDs that I've collected, whether if it's those that I already have in my collection and are already confirmed to be in, or those that have yet to be added in, which will be seen in future videos. And along with the VHS tapes and DVDs, the collection wouldn't be where it is without the Blu-rays and video games. For many people, all these releases are the first ones that come to mind whenever someone mentions my collection. I will only stop where I am when I've either run out of room in my collection or run out of releases to get. And I'm pretty sure both of those won't be happening anytime soon. Of course, there are a lot of There are a few things that I've missed out in this video, such as my entire VHS collection, my extra DVDs, the video games, the Blu-rays, and there's also all the places that I've gotten all these releases. To be honest, after 10 years, I'm sure I can't even remember half of the places where I got all these releases. 10 years is an awfully long time between February 13th, 2016 and February 13th, 2026. And it's nice to look back and reminisce. But it's more exciting when I look forward to the future of my collection. I have been collecting these releases for 10 years now, and I still feel like I'm only just getting started. If it wasn't for this collection, no one would know no one would know this side of me, and I wouldn't be able to spend so much time doing one of the things that I've always loved most. So in a way, I owe everything I have to this collection, but really, I owe it to all of you, whether if it's someone who's been watching this channel for a while now, or one of my friends and family who contributed to my collection. And I just want to say thank you for watching me and joining me as we collect, watch, and grow together. So thank you for everything you've done for me, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.